The night of June 15, 2026, became one of the most intense nights Ukraine has experienced since the war began. The skies above Kyiv were illuminated by constant flashes of light. Explosions echoed across multiple districts of the capital. Missile trails and air defense interceptors carved through the darkness as one of the largest aerial assaults of the conflict unfolded. According to Ukrainian reports, Russia launched approximately 611 drones and 70 missiles against targets across Ukraine. However, what immediately caught the attention of military analysts was not the sheer number of drones. It was the reported use of around 34 Iskander M ballistic missiles and S-400 missiles employed in a ground attack role. If confirmed, this would represent one of the largest single-wave deployments of Iskander-class ballistic missiles since the start of the war, in 2022. And there is a reason why the Iskander remains one of Russia's most feared weapons. Designed for high-speed precision strikes, the missile is capable of maneuvering during its terminal phase, making interception significantly more difficult than with conventional cruise missiles. One or two ballistic missiles can challenge an air defense network. Dozens launched simultaneously create an entirely different level of pressure. Combined with hundreds of drones, cruise missiles, and reportedly even hypersonic weapons, the attack appeared carefully designed to overwhelm defensive systems through sheer scale and complexity. This is why many observers have described the operation as one of Russia's most coordinated and sophisticated aerial campaigns in recent years. But the key question remains: why did Moscow choose this moment to launch such a massive strike? To understand the significance of this operation, it is important to look at events leading up to it. In recent weeks, Ukraine has intensified its long-range strike campaign against targets inside Russia. Ukrainian drones have reportedly struck fuel depots, energy facilities, logistics hubs, and military infrastructure far beyond the front lines. These operations demonstrated Kyiv's growing ability to project force deep into Russian territory. And in modern warfare, escalation often triggers a response. This is why many analysts view the latest Russian strike not as an isolated event, but as part of a broader cycle of escalation that has been building for months. Yet there may be another objective behind the operation: a demonstration of capability. For years, Western officials and analysts have debated the long-term sustainability of Russia's missile production under wartime conditions and economic sanctions. However, the scale of this strike appears to send a different message. By launching hundreds of drones, dozens of cruise missiles, ballistic missiles, and hypersonic weapons in a single night, Moscow demonstrated that it still possesses a substantial strategic strike capability. From a military perspective, operations of this scale are about more than damaging targets. They are also about signaling strength. They communicate to adversaries that the capacity for escalation remains intact. And that message was likely intended not only for Kyiv, it was also directed towards Western governments that continue to support Ukraine militarily and financially. What has made this operation stand out is not simply the size of the explosions seen on social media. Several factors have combined to make it one of the most closely watched attacks of the war. First, there is the scale. More than 600 drones and dozens of missiles launched in a single, coordinated operation is extraordinary by any modern standard. Second, there is the diversity of weapons employed. Russia reportedly combined drones, cruise missiles, ballistic missiles, and hypersonic systems into one integrated strike package. This approach is commonly known as a saturation attack. Its purpose is straightforward: to force air defense systems to confront so many simultaneous threats that some inevitably penetrate the defensive shield. Third, the primary target was Kyiv itself, not merely a frontline city, but the political, administrative, and symbolic heart of Ukraine. And finally, the strike comes at a time when the war appears to be entering another phase of strategic competition. Both Russia and Ukraine are increasingly demonstrating their ability to strike beyond traditional front lines. Both sides continue to search for ways to impose costs on their opponent. And both remain determined to shape the battlefield through escalation and pressure. For many analysts, the latest attack is not necessarily a turning point, but it is a reminder that this conflict remains highly dynamic, highly unpredictable, and far from over. If there is one conclusion that can be drawn from these events, it is this: Moscow appears determined to show that its capacity to conduct large-scale strategic air operations remains substantial, while Ukraine and its Western partners face the growing challenge of sustaining effective air defense against increasingly complex attacks. The question now is no longer whether the conflict will continue. The real question is how far both sides are willing and able to escalate before a new balance emerges on the battlefield. What do you think? Was this Russia's most significant strategic message of the year, or merely the beginning of an even larger phase of escalation? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.